Hi, I'm David from ArtJet. In the next few minutes, we'll add rate limiting, bot protection, and attack protection to your Next.js server action using ArtJet. This is a developer-first approach to security. So just a few minutes here, and you'll significantly improve the security of your server actions. ArtJet works with all JavaScript frameworks, but this video is focused on server actions in Next.js. Server actions are a different approach to executing code server-side, but they're essentially just public APIs, so need security like any other API endpoint. This video will show you how. There's a link to the code in the video description. ArtJet provides multiple features such as email validation and personal information detection, which you can use to create different security protections. In this example, we're going to use rate limiting, bot detection, and attack detection through the ArtJet Shield WAF. ArtJet's bot detection uses different signals like user agent and IP reputation to detect whether requests are coming from known bots. But not all bots are bad, so if you are setting up ArtJet on your whole website, then you would want to allow crawlers like Google Search. However, they shouldn't usually be submitting server actions. We're going to be really strict in this example, but if you need something different, like allowing a monitoring service to test forms as part of a transaction flow, ArtJet makes it easy to choose which bots to allow or deny. First, we need to sign up for a free ArtJet account from artjet.com. Once we're logged in, we can then add the API key to our .env local file. I've already bootstrapped a simple Next.js app with a form that uses the Next.js form component submitting to a server action. If you want to submit an API route, then check out our other video which shows how to do this. Now we need to install the ArtJet Next package and create an instance of the ArtJet client. We recommend initializing the instance once and reusing it across your whole application to get the best performance. But in this case, I'm using the client in this server action directly. We then configure the security features we want to apply to this action. We'll start with bot detection and choose the bots we want to allow. You can choose individual bots by name or list whole categories of bots. This is a form that should only ever be submitted by humans, so we're going to be really strict and block all bots by setting the allow option to an empty array. That means no bots are allowed. With our first rule configured, we now need to call ArtJet when the server action executes. Server actions don't give us access to the request object by default, so ArtJet provides a utility function to get what we need. So first we call request, which is the utility function, and then call protect. ArtJet analyzes the request and checks our real-time threat database. The result is reported to your ArtJet dashboard analytics, but the request body never leaves your server. Next, you need to check the result so you can decide how you want to handle the request. Here we're going to check if the decision is denied, and then see what rule triggered that decision. We're going to return a message to the server action, which it can then display to the user. If the form submission is successful, then it will redirect to a different page. Let's try it out in the browser. Submitting the form to trigger the server action shows that everything looks good. Now, humans will usually only submit a form a few times. Maybe they make an error and need to submit once or twice, so lots of submissions in a short period of time suggests an automated attack. Adding a rate limit is easy with ArtJet. We can quickly set up a sliding window, which is what we recommend for forms. ArtJet supports other rate limit algorithms like token bucket and fixed window, but a sliding window rate limit provides smoother rate limiting over time and prevents a client from making a very large burst of requests in one go. Here we'll configure a new rule that sets a limit of 2 submissions within a 5-minute window. We can also add a new check to return a different error message when the rate limit is exceeded. Now, if we submit the form a couple of times, we'll get blocked for 5 minutes. Note how I'm able to test this on my local computer without deploying. Finally, we'll add Shield WAF. This detects suspicious activity and will block common attacks like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and vulnerability scanners. Our form is now protected from bots, automated submissions, and general attacks. Our rules are defined in code, so you can easily document them with comments, track changes in source control, and even build more advanced rules by including dynamic variables. That's a topic for another video. So that's it. ArtJet in just a few minutes. Head to the docs for more details, and if you have any questions, join us on Discord.